Hey guys, it's btaylortv and I am back, and I am not only back, but I'm back with some unpopular opinions because I have missed so much. I've been gone for 2 weeks, but here are a couple of things that have happened, and here's my take, my opinion. These are not facts, but some of them could be factual. All right, let's get started. So I want to start with Brickgate, okay? This is what I'm calling it. I'm calling it Brickgate. And I saw this woman crying online about being hit with a brick on the internet. And one of the things that I felt in my spirit was to wait. I didn't want to jump. I didn't want to jump and react like everyone else. I wanted the facts to come out because something in my spirit did not move me. This has happened before, and I was right in previous videos. So just like the past with the Carly Russell situation, I waited until all the facts came out. Okay. That's because I have a gift of discernment for certain things. And this is one of them. Something did not pull me. Her tears did not move me. And I'm a very sensitive person, but something inside of me did not move. It felt like an agenda. So as I waited, it seems like more facts have come out about this woman, that she has a past of crying about the same thing. There are so many videos out there circulating of her crying with the same tears, saying that black men assaulted her, black men hit her. She seems like she's very controversial on the internet. She does skits. She's had a GoFundMe in the past before, and now she has another GoFundMe. And what a perfect time to create a narrative that somehow a black man attacked her and other black men watched. Okay, this is further pushing the agenda that black men do not protect black women. And I have been ridiculed in the past for saying black women in general, we need to protect ourselves first before we ask for protection. And we protect ourselves by understanding that we do not live in a fairy tale world that our knight in shining armor is going to come in and save us to the rescue. No, that is what the police is for. They are trained for these certain situations. We cannot expect average civilians. Every man is not an alpha male, and every man is not going to risk their life for reckless behavior, especially if a woman is acting out and about and arguing with a man in public. Okay, we cannot expect regular civilians who don't know us to come and rescue us. Yes, would that be nice? But the reality is a lot of those men have women back at home that they want to go home to and protect, not some random woman who is starting ish on the streets. Okay, so let's just get that out the way. There are more developments happening, so I'm going to wait to see what else comes out of this. But you guys, you got to use your discernment sometime. And I feel like women, we like to run off our emotions. This is triggering for a lot of black women, a lot of trauma built up, a lot of anger and resentment towards black men, and rightfully so in some ways. But this is not one of those cases. Use your discernment. Stop letting people on the internet trigger your trauma. Have I been pushed before for not getting a man my number? Yes. Have I been catcalled and it's been scary situations where men have been aggressive with me? Yes. But we have to use our discernment and not try to add our own personal experience to every situation. Because this is the internet and there's so many people out there looking for a money grab. And it was disgusting of how many black men were, pushing that narrative that you guys don't need protection and she deserved it and da-da-da-da. And then you got black women that, black men this, black men that. It's just a gender war going on. And you guys got to start to open up your eyes. You're either going to be on the side where you're just this angry, bitter woman, or you're going to realize that go outside, touch some grass. Black men actually love black women in the real world. If you're going to consume all this activity on YouTube, you're going to think that black men and black women hate each other. Are there a sector of group of people within our community that may have feel this way? Yes. But overall, majority, when I go out and about, that's not reality. That's not what's going on. It's not a whole bunch of black men walking around knocking out black women with bricks. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on from this because there's not much that I want to say other than I felt like this was BS, but I'm going to wait until more development happens. All right. So for Chrisean Rock, Okay, congratulations to Chrisean. She has welcomed herself into motherhood. I watched the video when she went on live, and it was a beautiful video because making a transition from being a single woman into motherhood is a beautiful transition, no matter who the person is. Do I think Chrisean is going to make a good mom? I'm not sure. I have my past opinions on that. It's a lot of her fans excusing her behavior and sitting here saying that, oh, whatever, she could do whatever she want. These are the same women who are not mothers. These are the same women who were not raised in a very two-parent, not even, you know what, scratch that, not even a two-parent home, but a home of a mother who made sacrifices for her. Okay, because I know what sacrifice look like. I make it every day for my own children. And I know that once you become a mom, it isn't about you anymore. And I hate the fact that a lot of women want to push this narrative that, oh, it is always about you. No, it's not. When you bring life into this world, when you get pregnant, even before you get pregnant, you need to understand the transition that your life is about to take. That's why a lot of women end up having postpartum depression, because they were not ready for motherhood the way they thought they would be, because it's something that you cannot prepare for. But you have to be ready for it. You have to know that you're going to go into it making a lot of sacrifices. You know, you're going to have to, your life is going to change. Your body's going to change. Everything about yourself is going to change. So just be careful who you have a child with, because when you lack support from that child's father, when you are not at a good, and you guys are at odds, right? That is not going to help you out during this life transformative position that you're going to take into motherhood. Motherhood is about sacrifice. That means not going out and about. That means not going into the studio. That means not taking your baby out to football games. That means not waiting at least the child is 6 months before you take it into a crowded congregation to be touched on by everybody else and whatever. Okay? My child has also had a christening. Okay? I had people come to me and pray over my child. I did not take my child to a congregation. Okay, some of this stuff does seem for show. A lot of these things I did in private because they were so sacred between me and my family and my child. I breastfed both of my babies. No one can't tell me about sacrifice other than myself. Okay, can't nobody tell me about sacrifice. I sacrificed my body for years for my children, and it was all worth it because it's bigger than me. It's bigger than myself. Even when I lost a lot of sleep, I didn't go out. I missed birthdays. I missed parties. I missed traveling. I miss doing all those things, but because I'm a mother, that is called sacrifice. And that's something that it seems like Chrisean Rock has not quite fully understand. Now, when you have a baby daddy like Blueface, who is a raging narcissist, and honestly, the more he talks, the more it seems like he's so bothered that he actually really do in some dysfunctional way want Chrisean back. Okay, and it's bothering him that he doesn't have that control over her that he once did. And you can clearly see it because every time he hops on the internet, he is obsessing and talking about Chrisean. It's actually looking quite pathetic at this point for someone who says he doesn't want her or wants to be with her. It's not about the child for him. But can the clock, what did they say? Is he right in some way? Yes. Can the clock strike, I guess the broken clock be right twice a day? Sure. So yes, some of the things he is saying is true, but the whole threatening her while she's pregnant about taking her baby is sick. Okay, this is a brand new mother, and you're threatening that you and your baby mama is going to take her child. It's just sickening. Okay, he's just trying to drive her insane. And her postpartum, she has not even hit postpartum. Baby blues don't even really knock in until the 3rd week. The child is only a week old at this point, maybe even 2 weeks at most. Okay, so she really hasn't even hit baby blues yet. Okay, postpartum, it comes in, and when it comes in, you will know because your emotions are spiraling out of control. Postpartum is no joke. And she needs all the support that she can get. Okay, so I am also watching that play out the way it plays out. Now, I want to go on to Lightskin Keisha and her whole debacle with her husband. She is now pregnant, and his baby mama that he's getting into it with, because apparently he is not paying her child support. Ladies, if you have a baby father like this and you took him off child support and he doesn't want to pay, you might as well just keep him on child support and let the government handle their job and mess up his credit, and he can go to jail, all this other stuff. If he's not, this is what happens when you cannot co-parent peacefully. You cannot come to wit's end and it's all about money, okay? He's like, well, what do you need this for? What do you need that for? Men who do not have access to you anymore do not like giving you money, regardless if it's for the child or not. They don't like the idea of handing money over to you. Okay, when they no longer have access to you sexually, for some reason, it bothers them that they are able to send you money constantly over and over and over again. I always say that a woman's beauty is her exchange, and a man's money is his exchange. So the fact that he has to hand over some money every month, even though he's in a new relationship, bothers him. Okay, so Lightskin Keisha gets on the internet talking mess, trying to defend her husband. At this point, baby girl, shut up. If you're not going to be the peacemaker in this situation, then shut the hell up, because I cannot stand stepmothers or the new second baby mama jumping in and trying to defend a situation that she was not involved in. If you were not in that room when they laid down to have that baby, then you need to shut the hell up. Okay, because you getting on the internet is going to make yourself look stupid. You already look stupid when your husband embarrassed you a few weeks or a few months ago when he got on the internet and told her that she's not going nowhere if he cheats on her. So that already told you what type of man he is. So I don't have much to say to her, but I can't stand women who get with men who are deadbeats. And there is nothing like a woman who would defend her deadbeat boyfriend. Her boyfriend who's a deadbeat dad, okay? I've seen it happen over and over again when women think that they're the better woman and they one up and all this other stuff. No, it's just not your turn yet. It's just not your turn yet. I've seen this play out so many times. I thank God that I did not have kids with a man with multiple children or children just outside of that. Because for me to get with a man that has children, I need to know exactly what happened for me to even want to have a baby with you, because I'm not trying to become baby mama number 3 to 4 to all this other stuff. No, not trying to do it. So ladies, just be careful out there, protect your womb, and be careful who you lay with, and be careful who you have a child with, because it can end in circumstances such as these. And if you are a woman who is dealing with a man who has baby mama drama, I advise you to leave. Because why are you putting yourself into a situation where there is drama? Okay, because a man is not going to put up with it. Okay. All right. So Queen Naija, I think Queen Naija is wasting her time. I think that Clarence is wasting her time. They have been together for a couple of years now, and they have one kid. They've been together since 2018. It is 2023. Okay. She was married previously to Chris, and that divorce has been gone. And you can tell that Queen Naija wants to get married. You can tell that she wants to get married, but Clarence is the one that's just like, oh, I'm waiting for the right time. Men like that, if it takes a man that long after a baby, and you guys are living together, buying a house together, and in her mind, she's like, well, he's here, and well, he could have been left when he got up. There's plenty of ample time for him to leave. Or, he would never bought this house with me if he wasn't preparing to marry me. What is taking this man so long? And for a lot of people, they want to be like, oh, let him take his time. That's why y'all end up in these long-term relationships with no ring, because of this type of mindset right here. The very fact that so many people are excusing Clarence for taking so long to put a ring on that woman's finger, at this point, I don't think the proposal is going to matter. When you wait so long, it kind of makes you question as a woman that I was his last option, that it took him so long to give me this ring. Okay, this man grew up without his dad, and, his father was in prison. That may have an effect on him, of how he grew up seeing his father abuse his mother. That may have an effect on him, but sir, it's time to grow up. He's over 30 years old, okay? He is a grown man. He already has a child. He's playing house. Now, if they were dating and there was no children involved, I don't have much to say. But when there's children involved and you're playing house and you're living together with no ring for that long, knowing that, she desires marriage, knowing that she's a Christian woman, knowing that, because you guys are Christians, you guys pray to God, that God wants to cover them. He wants to protect their union, but he cannot protect your union if you're not under his covering. And you cannot be under God's covering if you are not married. So your relationship is not covered under God. Okay, because you cannot pray as one because you are not united as one. So I think at this point, Queen Naija will be his last option. I think he's wasting her time. And I think that there are no excuses on why he is taking so long to marry her. Mena. Now, this whole situation, I just want to call out the hypocrisy on a lot of Black women who are outraged about this Latina women, because for one, why are you guys still watching Love and Hip Hop? If you actually care about Black women, you would not support a franchise such as Love and Hip Hop. Okay, it's been nothing but drama and the deterioration of the Black woman's image, and that you guys watch drama as entertainment. So the very fact that you guys are like, oh, well, Black women, this Black woman, we need to, but you guys watch Love and Hip Hop. Let's start there. Okay. Was Mena wrong? Yes. And I'm not going to lie. As a mother myself, somebody comes for my kids, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'll take it to hell. Like, you come for my babies. It's a price to pay, but Mena, that table would never been flipped. That table would have been flipped on top of her forehead, okay, if she would have talked about my relationship with my child and knowing that that's a trigger response, okay. Was she wrong for calling her a blue monkey? But yeah, but this is not the first time this woman has called another Black woman a monkey. So if you're not going to be mad about the past, why are you mad about it now? And I want to talk about the hypocrisy that Akbar pointed out, that she calls Black women monkeys all the time. And you know what's funny is that if we're going to get mad at other races for calling us monkeys, can we stop calling each other that? Or you Black A, B, or you talk like, you know what? Colorism is a big thing within our own community. You have brown skinned girls calling dark skinned girls Black. Okay, you got light skin, dark skin people talking about light skin people. It's just like, if we want better for ourselves, we got to do better ourselves as well. So, and I'm going to call cap on Love and Hip Hop because they knew she said that months ago. They filmed it, they edited it, and they released it, and they only fired her because of the backlash. They had absolutely no problem with this woman saying what she said, and if they felt like it was so bad, they should have been fired her. So I call out the hypocrisy and the fake outrage because of this. Okay. And a lot of you guys are mad now, but just wait until a couple of months. Erica will be fine. She's going to be right back doing what she's doing. Okay. But I do think that all of this that is happening to Mena is her own karma because she was a mistress. If you have been a mistress in your past life to married men, do not expect that you're going to get your happy fairy tale. Okay, that is something that you're going to have to live with. So think before you sit up here and sleep with married men, because you are literally signing yourself away to a karmic line that you do not want to live in this life if you want a family and happiness and a whole family and a husband. Okay, stop thinking that it's cute to be a side chick. Stop thinking that being a side chick is something of a badge of honor or that you're going to get something out of it. Because you actually could have love out there waiting for you, but you're too busy laying up under somebody else's coven, which is helping contribute breaking an oath. You are not responsible for that man and his decisions. That's the decision that he's going to have to deal with God. But the only decisions that you're going to have to deal with is yourself in participating willingly with married men. I rest my case. All right, guys. And then I want to talk about Pinky Doll. All right. Pinky Doll, okay, that this whole light skin scandal, that she's really dark skin. Let me just first say that she is not dark skin. She is brown skin. And even when she was out there, I could tell that when they had this video that the lighting was very dark inside. Even the white woman that was beside her looked brown. She looked like a browner, very tint very bronze skin color, like a very bronze tan that she had. All the white people in there did not look as white as they are. So she's going to look a little darker as well. Okay, so I don't think that she is this very chocolatey, dark-skinned woman. Like when you are a brown-skinned woman, your skin color changes throughout the year, throughout the sun, throughout the season, and it depends on the lighting. Like sometimes I can look very light and then sometimes I can look very brown. Okay, it just depends. When you are brown skin, and I just feel like a lot of people are being hypocrites within this as well, because if she did not play up this, first of all, she's an avatar. She's not even acting like herself. She goes by Pinky Doll. Okay, and you know what this made me think of? It made me think of this IMVU characters. You remember that IMVU world where you make your character? I don't know how many times I have came across like a virtual world and I made my character look the complete opposite of me. And I know plenty of black girls, young black girls, who made their characters lighter, their skin color lighter than what they actually are. Because we wanted to be something different. We didn't want to change our race, but we wanted to look different than what we are. Okay, this is what this reminded me of. It reminded me of dress up and pretend. And let's be honest here. If you were going to be virtually chatting with other black people and black men, you knew the hierarchy within the black community and you knew the preferences. So a lot of black girls, if you go on IMVU, there's a lot of them who are lighter complected, knowing probably half of the girls, more than half of those girls are not even that skin color. So if we want to start with Pinky Doll, then we need to start with our little girls and other women who are dressing up as a character to be a lighter skin avatar, okay? Because she's playing just that. She's playing an avatar. And I think a lot of darker skinned black women are wanting to say she's dark skinned because it's like inclusive. It's that she's this big star social media influencer and that she is dark skinned, and then that it was controversial within itself. That's just my opinion. And then lastly, my opinion will be with Tyrese. I don't feel bad for Tyrese. He put that woman in our face as a black queen. That woman was not black, and you black women are just mad at light skinned women and y'all just hating on her because she's beautiful and she's my queen. And Tyrese has a history of colorism. He has a history of prancing his preferences in black women's faces. And now we're supposed to feel bad because she used you? She allegedly used you and taken all your money and your bread and everything because she didn't want to deal with your outbursts anymore. The way he is on social media, I can't even imagine how he is behind closed doors. He said it himself that he was on bipolar medication, that he was very unstable at one point. So why would his wife want to stick around for that? She's leaving for a reason, and she's taking his money for a reason that I don't know if it's malicious. I don't know if it's payback. I don't know if he did something to her where she's like, nah, you're going to pay me what I suffer through. I don't know what it is. But I do know at the end of the day that it is none of my business. I'm going to mind my black, brown skin woman business. Okay. All right, guys, that's enough for my unpopular opinions. If you agree with anything, let me know. If you disagree with anything, let me know and comment below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.